Sit down and grab yourself some grog. Let me tell you the story about Gragas, the Rabble Rouser. Only thing Gragas loves more than cracking heads is cracking kegs. People tell crazy tales of nights spent drinking with Gragas. Either way, it's always a risky proposition to drink with a man who has such a short fuse and loves a good brawl. Having an eternal love of good drink and a massive constitution which prevented him from reaching a divine state of intoxication. One night, after draining all the kegs in the bar, left wanting for more, Gragas was struck by a thought, rather than the usual bar stool that found itself across his head. Why couldn't he brew his own grog? That would finally get him truly drunk. It was then that he vowed to craft the ultimate brew.
Need some grog.
His quest eventually brought him to the frigid peaks of the Freljord. It was here that the promise of the purest Arctic waters for his recipe led him into the uncharted glacial wastes. While lost in a blizzard, it was said that Gragas stumbled into the howling abyss. There, he found it, a flawless shard of true ice. It was more beautiful than any gem most people had ever seen, but Gragas only cared about the magical properties it would imbrue his brew with. The shard also had a pleasant side effect. It kept Gragas' concoction at the perfect chilled temperatures for serving drink. Intoxicated off his own brew, Gragas headed for civilization, eager to share the fruits of his newly fermented labor. The first gathering of people to cross his path was Ash and her tribe of Avarosan. In the middle of negotiations with another tribe, Ash welcomed the distraction as talks of an alliance had begun to deteriorate. The warriors of the other tribe, however, hurled insults at the drunken man. Gragas, well, he replied with the only diplomacy that he knew, a swift headbutt, which set off a brawl of legendary proportions that would be recorded in the history of Freljord to come.
Let's get this party started.
When the great melee was finally over, and the warriors had begun to rouse from their slumber, Ash proposed a friendly drink as an alternative to the fighting. Gragas happily offered up his new concoction, and with the flames of their rage now doused in the suds of his new drink, the two clans, formerly on the brink of war, bonded over a common love for his new brew. Gragas was hailed as a hero. However, he had not yet achieved his dream of drunken blissfulness. So once more, he set off to wander the frozen tundra in search of more exotic ingredients for his brew. They say, if you're lucky enough, you can find them in one of the local taverns in Freljord and get yourself a taste of his legendary brew. But be careful, as you're just as likely to catch one of his legendary headbutts.
I'll drink you under the table, scrub.